So yeah, got some bad news and good news, I suppose. Start with the good news. Good news is more content coming. Bad news is because the FX is in a bad way. So I'll go outside and I'll show you, but just a quick rundown on what happened. Cruising home from work, it's dark out, it's wet out, and there's a line of traffic on a straight road with all the lovely government picket fences that they put through the middle of the road and on the side, so nowhere to go. And there's a Hilux slowing down and then stopping and doesn't actually have brake lights. So yeah, following him, saw him slowing down, was like, oh okay, he's slowing down. And then yeah, next minute he actually stopped because he never actually got on the brakes, or looked like it anyway, so his brake lights weren't actually working. So on and off the brake, ABSing it, trying to slow down, and just slid right in. So yeah, tow bar through the front of the bumper into the radiator, pushed the radiator into the exhaust, smashed all the lights, bent the bonnet, popped the corner lights out, bent the guard. It all looks pretty av actually. But yeah, luckily it was slow and I wasn't affected. It was just, I could just feel it happening. It was just right in. So yeah, I've lodged a insurance claim. See what happens with that. I do know that I do have some bits from my parents in the shed, like lights and that sort of thing. But I'll have to wait to see what this insurance thing comes out with. Whether that's going to be helpful or if they want to ride the car off, I don't know. But either way, we'll see how it goes and we'll keep you up to date on what happens. But for now, let's just go have a look at it. Might actually get a light because that would be beneficial. So yeah, as you can see there, it's not in a good way. That guard looks alright, but everything else around it doesn't. So yeah, popped the bumper, blew out the lights, blew out the grill, put the grill inside the car, naffed the bonnet, it's got multiple dings, crunched that guard pretty bad, popped that bumper off, yeah, it's just annihilated that corner. And yeah, lost my corner light, broken the corner light socket, but yeah, I don't think it wasn't a hard enough hit to push anything else. Just literally stuffed that front. This is quite a hard case. This car's obviously been repainted, it wasn't by me. But yeah, there's original paint and primer underneath. But yeah, it's seen big days, kind of a big crack in it. So yeah, let's pop the bonnet and have a look. So finally got the bonnet off. As that mounted it, this whole mechanism wouldn't actually open up. So yeah, here you can see. So obviously creased there. This has all been pushed back. This side's creased as well. Radiator's not exactly straight anymore. It's been touching the exhaust. It's force right in there. Interestingly enough, it's still holding water, which was kind of a blessing, you know, to get home. Yeah, pipes all squished and funky. So yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to be the easiest way. I suppose either straighten this whole bar out, we'll try source another. Yeah, it's pushed everything that's behind the light, pushed all that up. Side maybe not as much. The bottom support looks like it's still there and still straight. Yeah. But yeah, I suppose that's what you get when you get a tow bar through the front. Tow bar was this sort of height. Just drives straight through. So yeah, basically see what the insurance company comes back with. See what happens. My first sort of thought is try straighten it up, see how bad it is by ripping everything off. And then I'm pretty sure I've got a second-hand radiator out of my parents. I've got the lights. Not sure about the corner light. I might be able to find one of those. And if I can straighten it up, then I just put all that back on. Try straighten up the bonnet maybe. It's pretty bent. Try find another bonnet, I suppose. Another bumper. Probably try just straighten this guard up. It's going to be pretty fun. But yeah, not all that bad. Just going to be a pain to have to muck around with. But yeah, you guys get to watch me try fix it up once I know from the insurance company. But yeah, I thought sort of while I'm here looking at this engine and this crumpled front, not sure if I have or not. Give you a quick rundown on what actually is in here. It's kind of unique. So the bottom end is standard 16 valve rods, so the big beefy ones from the big ports, and then it's got 20 valve blacktop pistons in it, so the 11.1 compression ratio pistons, and then a standard head, 16 valve head with a skim and a TRD head gasket. It used to have cams in it, but they're gone. We've got cool packs on there. Got a custom made adapter and blacktop throttle bodies with a custom blacktop gearbox with some 3D printed trumpets inside. The box has been shortened and everything to make fit in the engine bay. 250cc small port injectors, so the head's still a big port. The old 3D printed Dizzy cap, and it's running a Link G2 Link Plus ECU, hence why it's got coil packs, because you can't really do that well with a standard ECU. The gearbox is a 6-speed non-LSD out of Carib or whatever they come in. And then just, yeah, I think they're just Kobe extractors on there with a 2 1/4 from the end of the extractors all the way back, with one muffler at the rear and a couple of resonators in the middle. So yeah, it goes alright for a little daily. With the old Superstrut twin pot brakes on the front and the rear, so they're quite a lot bigger than the standard FX ones, so they're quite a bit better. But yeah, we're back to daily duties for the 86. Yeah, good, reliable-ish. Seems to be reliable these days.